of Queendom. We have reached the part of the show where we talk about our personal lives and relationships and how we've overcome obstacles in our lives.
Yes, please.
Welcome to our Queendom. No? Can I get my graphic?
There we go. Come on.
Okay.
Well, we got the graphics, but not with our sound, just lower. Not that much, but that's all right. Queendom.
So we are changing it up tonight, okay? Because of the tone of the show, we are, the theme of this show has become protect Black women. Once again, Cardi B, we got to set this off with her. She seeking justice for someone else. For Lauren Smith Fields, the young woman who was found dead in her Bridgeport, Connecticut home on December 12th by a white man she met on the Bumble dating app. It's been more than a month later, and her cause of death is pending further studies. I'm glad Cardi B is drawing attention to this, and we need more people to do this. What are your thoughts on this unsolved case? And what does it say about the lack of protection for our Black women? It seems like these cases, had it not been for Cardi B or people to make a big deal about it on social media, would be another one swept under the rug. Selena?
I actually just tweeted this story this morning. I actually just shared this story this morning because of that very of what you just said. And now, Claudia, I'm just trying to fact check myself. Was she like missing for a while and then they found her dead? Was that how it went?
I think
so. I read that was the situation. Okay, so
by the white man though that she went on a date with.
So the outrage is about her been missing. And remember the one blonde girl that they couldn't find for a really long time, and it was this national. It was girl Fox. It was everywhere. It was a national story. So the problem is this: why are we not valued the same way in media when something happens to us, unless it's messy and stupid? When something happens to us, why aren't we valued the exact same way as when a person, a woman of the other race, something happens to her, Caucasian, they are valued more in the media. So I actually am stumped behind this as well. I mean, you can easily say racism, but I feel like there's something deeper that's going on because, we went up for Breonna Taylor. We're still going up for Breonna Taylor in terms of nationally. And I feel like media found that to be more of a catch for money making for people tuning in. I feel like it was something, more tangible for them to get a hold on to, for people to bandwagon with the Black Lives Matter, protect Black women. But are we really, truly trying to protect Black women if there's another woman over here and it's not the same thing?
No, so we ain't protecting them. It's just a slogan.
That's what I'm saying.
Vivica, what do you think about this? It's just a slogan.
Well, I actually saw this story this morning, and some of the things that I saw is that allegedly the police officers, they feel that they covered it up a little bit because it was a white man that, gave a little bit more time to either stage the scene. Like when I saw it, it just kind of blew me away because first of all, she was a very attractive sister. She really was. Mm-hmm. I want this to be a lesson for young ladies out there that go to these dating apps. You never know who is on there and what they may be lying about. It's very deceptive. Like I said, I'm old school. I need to see you and get sparks and then find out a little bit later. And you might be crazy. I need to keep on keeping it moving. But
whites in your eyes.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I get, oh no, okay, tick, tick, boom, let me move on.
Right. But with one ass going over here all night.
Yes, okay, right. Tick, tick, boom over there. Let's keep this moving real quick. Lock his ass. But you just be careful on these apps who you're allowing to come into your life. People are deceptive. They lie. They put up false pictures. They put up false livelihoods. Be careful on those apps out there.
They feel like, and it is no difference between meeting somebody on the app and then going to meet them, and meeting somebody at the club for the first time. We gotta be careful, period.
Well, absolutely. But at least when you meet someone out, And first of all, we don't really do clubs that much anyway. But when you meet someone, say with friends or whatever, like that's a thing that's like natural chemistry that then you can take the time to get to know them. But the apps, it's like, you know, people become addicted to going to the phone, a message pops up. And then it's a whole thing of kind of like reeling you in.
And then you let your guard down because you feel like you know each other. So
then the next thing you know, you're meeting this stranger who you don't know that you're either allowed to either come to your house or, you know, just to be in your space. And it's dangerous.
If you're a stalker or an abuser, apps are the perfect gift for you.
Absolutely.
And really, so let me just tell y'all this quick story, because what Vivica was saying just sparked this, made me remember this. When I was in college, and this was when we first started having computers. I went to Drake University and we had computers in our dorm room. And so we were on those chats, you know, talking to people all over, right? That was like really starting to be the big deal. Now, this is like the 90s. And I remember I started talking to this one guy. He was Latino. He was fan too, right? So I started talking to this one guy. He was so nice and sweet. And I just really thought he was going to be a good guy. And, you know, wow. So he was from California. He flew all the way to Iowa to come see me, which should have been a red flag right there. But he flew all the way to Iowa to come see me. But I'm 19, 20. I'm thinking it's love. I'm 19. He comes to the dorm. He takes me out. Now, you could tell he was military. And he had like a buzz cut, like, he just looked kind of bananas, you know what I'm saying, in person. You see what I'm saying? But I was like, well, maybe not. So I go out with him. It was time for him to take me back to my room, my hotel, my dorm. So I'm sitting in the parking lot with him, and I kind of knew, he ain't no sparks. I'm not really vibing him. He's giving me crazy war person, you know. And I was like trying to explain to him that I probably, you know, we should be friends. When I told him I think we should be friends, girl, when I tell you he threatened my life, said he was going to drive me all the way back to California, said he was not going to let me go, start crying in the car. So I had to pretend that I was going to be, I was like, it's cool, you right. You know, I had to do that. I was like, let me go get my coat out I'm going to go get my clothes out the dorm. And then I'll come back. When I tell you I went to my dorm and hid and locked the door, told the RAs and everything, and hear from him, and he blew up my phone like a psycho.
Yeah.
A psycho. These people out here are crazy.
And now they have apps to track people down. Real quick, before we go to break, I just want to correct it. I think we had a few of the facts wrong. I saw a bunch of different versions of this. They said they were dating at home. They had a date at the house, at her place. The next morning, he called 911, the date, and the police let him go. They're not telling the family the cause of death. Some people saying the family found a pill and a condom when they went to her apartment. The police never searched her apartment for any evidence and never charged the man. And the police officers didn't even collect evidence from her apartment. This case is crazy. This is all allegedly. I want to be caught up like Tasha K. Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly, there's a few different versions of the story. Listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to get the real facts and figure it all out. There's been so many different versions of this story. We'll be right back with more of Cocktails with Queens after this.